Michael Vick came in the game in the right time to do what he's doing. Because if he came in some years earlier, they would have switched him to a receiver or special teams or something. He got there and they let him be who he was. And to be honest with you, that has transitioned to game more so. Now they're not afraid of the quarterback taking off, showing his athleticism. They want you to stay in that pocket. And I think that kind of hurt Michael Vick. And I'm going to tell you why I think that hurt him. Because he was trying to force himself to do what he was perceived to be. He don't drop back. He don't drop back. That ain't your style. Mm-hmm. It's like he was a lefty. That's like saying, oh, the best quarterback's right-handed. He in the game trying to force to throw right. Don't listen to naysayers. Do you. You have to always do you and be you. You can only be the best you that you can be. You can't be nobody else. And listen to a lot of times, and I always say this, it be dudes that never played in their life. They never played and trying to tell you, critique you on how good you. And when I say never play, I'm talking about even the street ball neither. Street football, they ain't play nothing.
Right.
And they just trying to tell you, the man was a beast. Me and Mike was talking about this the other day, something. So, can you imagine if Warren Moon would have went to the pros as a rookie, straight to the NFL?
Yeah, see, they didn't want him to play in the NFL in the 80s. And he would have probably he would have had all the records by now during the time frame. Yeah. I
think he would have had more y'all maybe than Brady.
Yeah, no, he was prolific. No, I agree.
Yeah.
Especially with the style of offense they played in Houston, the run and shoot. He revolutionized the game. Yeah, he revolutionized the game. So yeah, I agree with that. But Marv, I had to think about this right here. From Michael Vick came like in 2001.
Mm-hmm.
Came to the NFL like in 2001.
Right.
From 2001 until around 2011, 12, there was nobody to fill in that gap that he created. So it was like a whole 10-year stretch where before RG3, before Russell Wilson, before Cam Newton, before all those guys started coming into the NFL, there was nobody really that came during that time to kind of, let's say, take the mantle from Vick and keep it going. Vince Young came, but he flamed out really quickly. And then, you had like
What helped Vick? What helped him was the college game transition to that.
Exactly, yeah. Eventually, yeah, but much later.
Yeah. But most of the offenses start transitioning to Vick style.
Yeah.
Run pass. And then the NFL caught on.
Yeah.
Then the NFL called on and said, wait a minute, these guys running up numbers. And then when Vick did it, wait a minute, this can work. Let's start getting these fast, agile quarterbacks that can do that.
But Mark,
that's what happened.
But they were forced to do it because defensive linemen got so damn fast now. Where they run just as fast as your running back or your receiver, and they coming at the quarterback at 300 pounds, 275 pounds. So that forced the NFL to say, man, these guys are so fast now. The days of a stationary quarterback are long gone. Like Tom Brady was the last one left. Him and Drew Brees and Eli Manning and Ben Roethlisberger, that era is gone for good. These defensive linemen are too fast now for you to have a stationary quarterback.
So you got to be able.
They don't have to be as fast as Michael Vick, but they have to move just as good as Mahomes. Because Mahomes is not a burner, but he know how to move around in the pocket just enough not to get his head knocked off.
Yeah.
I tell people, the linebacker didn't change. Remember, linebackers stay right behind the line, just stay there, and they might pick a running back up if he come out. Now linebackers line up on the end sometimes.
And they
as a
DE quarterback. Yeah, they coming in the quarterback full speed. Yeah, so you got to make the chances a lot faster.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm glad you brought that up because that's exactly why I say that Michael Vick is legendary, because that was a long time period before somebody could come in and fulfill his shoes.
Well, legendary or transformational? Which is it?
He changed.
Marv,
he
which
changed
is it
the way.
Is he legendary or is he transformational? He can't be both.
He's transformational. He's transformational.
Yeah, transformation. He ain't legendary. Not as a quarterback. As an athlete, yes. But not as a quarterback.
He changed the way those coaches, he changed the way that the game positioned their quarterbacks. Like you just said, Brady was the last in the pocket quarterback. Michael Vick brought something different to the game, and these new quarterbacks that's coming into the game, they're like Michael Vick's kids. Okay, he got a lot of kids out here now that's playing the game, that's modeling themselves after him in some way. So when you look at Mahomes, you look at Cam Newton, you look at some of these guys, they are playing the game the same way that Michael Vick played the game. They just don't have the athleticism as Michael Vick, but those are Michael Vick's kids.
No, I agree with that, but here's one difference though, and Marv, you could correct me if I'm wrong. Michael Vick probably didn't. If he would have stayed in college maybe another year or so, he might have developed a little bit more than he did. So he had to rely strictly on athleticism when he came into the NFL. So that, and like you take a Jaden Daniels, he's well seasoned right now. You take a Drake May, he's well seasoned, or a Josh Allen, or even a Lamar Jackson. They have more playing time in college than Michael Vick did in college. So I think that was kind of like maybe it kind of slowed his development down to where he really learned how to play the game with more reps.
I always say he transitioned the game more so than legendary, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's some players throughout the years done that. There was no such thing as a zone defense. It was man-to-man with football in the early days until Bob Hayes got in the league, and he changed that. No, he was so fast. Yeah. He was so fast that we had to do a zone because can't nobody cover him.
Not one-on-one.
They couldn't cover him one-on-one. It's like legendary to me is what OJ did when he ran for 2,000, first one 2,000 something yards. What Jim Brown did when he led the league and on his 9 years or whatever playing, he was out.
8 out of 9 years, yeah.
Yeah, that's what you call legendary. What Emmitt Smith did. Yeah. When it comes to basketball, what LeBron did, what Jordan did. Jordan was legendary, 6 championships, always won MVP. Those are legendary. Transitional, you just like what's name transitioned the game of Steph Curry. He transitioned. Nobody was shooting threes. Like you you got to pick him up at half court. They used to wait till you get near the paint, then they come in on you. No, you got to catch him because he'll jack it up right so as he cross the line. So some people transitional, some of them legendary. But Mike, he's transitional. You can be transitional and legendary. You can be both, but you had to do something to be legendary.
Like Joe Montana was a transitional and a legendary player because they brought a new style of offense to the NFL, the West Coast offense.
The West Coast, yep.
They brought the West Coast offense and he perfected that. So he not only did he transform a new way of doing things, he also won in the process of doing it.
Right.
Jerry Rice was a part of that. He transformed the way you did routes.
Yeah.
Slants, outs, quick passes, take it to the house that way. He transitioned and he became legendary.
Legendary, yeah.
Yeah. You take Randall Cunningham, for example. Randall Cunningham could do the same thing Michael Vick could do. He just didn't do it the same way he did it. Randall Cunningham could throw the ball way better than Vick. Might have not been as fast, but he definitely was just as good an athlete as Michael Vick ever was.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, and I know you love Vick, Michael, but no, he's transitional, but not legendary, man. That's not the right word.